This is Rusty Rita, aka the Angel of the North, and she is massive. This is the DJI Mic Mini, and it's tiny. In fact, so tiny, I'm going to need to get closer to you to show you just how small it is. Let's find out more. So tiny is the new small, but does tiny mean sacrificing quality? Today we're going to look at the DJI Mic Mini system. DJI reached out to Light Stalking, where I write, and asked if we would like to review their new microphone system. As with all Light Stalking reviews, we were not paid for the review. DJI have no editorial control over the review, and we were free to write whatever we want. I was asked to do the review, and I also requested to do a video review, and DJI kindly allowed me to do that. The DJI Mic Mini comes in their signature minimalist packaging. Inside that is a canvas case, and inside that you get the Mic 2 system. Now the system consists of the carry case, which is also the charging case, two microphones and a receiver. There's also a USB-C adapter, which we'll talk about in a moment, and 4 wind muffler, dead cat style wind mufflers that attach to the top of the microphones. One of the nice features about the microphones is that the dead cats can actually fit on the microphones inside the charging case, which makes it ideal. You don't have to keep taking the dead cat off and losing it. It will just stay attached to the microphone, ready to go as soon as you want it. As you can see, the microphones are really tiny. They are not much bigger than an average thumb size, really. They weigh 10 grams. They have 2 buttons, the on-off button and the wireless connection button. Pressing the wireless connection button will give you a blue flashing light, and then you can either connect to a Bluetooth computer or Bluetooth enabled camera, or to a smartphone or any other audio device that uses Bluetooth. It also connects seamlessly to the latest DJI products, such as the Pocket 3 and the Osmo Action 5. On the back of each microphone is a clip for clipping it to your lapel or wherever else on your clothing that you want to clip it. That clip is also magnetic, and there is a magnet provided. It's a very strong magnet, and it makes it useful for attaching to sort of less accessible areas or where you haven't got a seam that you can attach the microphone to. One thing I did find is the magnets tend to stick to each other. If you've got the 2 microphones out and they're quite close together, they will clasp together, and they're quite strong magnets, so you need to give them a bit of a tug to get off. Both microphones feature an active noise cancelling system, 2 levels. The first level is for low-level background noise, such as interior houses where there might be, for example, a fridge in the background. And the second level is for much higher levels of noise where there might be, busy roads, aircraft going over, fire engines, that sort of thing. As this is pre-production, I don't have a manual, so I'm not entirely sure how the active noise cancelling is activated, whether it's done automatically or whether you need to preset it to actually come on. But I'm assuming it is just done automatically. The receiver unit is slightly larger than the 2 microphones. It's a little bit lighter, quite lightweight. Underneath it has a hot shoe adapter, so you can plug it into the hot shoes on your cameras. It has a 3.5mm microphone socket to allow you to connect directly to the 3.5mm on your camera, and it also has a USB port and a USB adapter. The USB port is simply for upgrading the firmware, and I believe you can also charge it through that USB port, and then the adapter allows you to plug it into things such as smartphones and other USB-C enabled audio devices. On the side of the receiver is a gain dial. This allows you to dial in up +12, -12 decibels of gain, which is ideal for cameras that don't have level controls or automatic level controls built in, and allows you to get perfect sound levels when you're recording your audio. So as I said, if you've got a recent DJI product, such as the Pocket 3 that I'm recording on at the moment, connection is really simple. You simply turn on the microphone, you go to the menu system on your DJI product, you scroll down to wireless microphone, and then you select TX1 or TX2, click it, and they will connect automatically. And the great thing about it is, unless you connect that microphone to another Bluetooth device, it will stay connected. So you literally, the next time you literally switch on your Pocket 3 Osmo 5, it will be connected automatically to your microphone, which is a really handy touch. With the 3.5mm lead, you can plug into your receiver. You can collect 1 mic or 2 mics in parallel through your DSLR or mirrorless camera using the 3.5mm microphone port on your your camera. With the USB-C adapter, this allows you to plug into, for example, recent iPhones with USB-C capability and most Androids which use USB-C. There is also the option for a Lightning adapter, which is the older Apple style connector from, I think, the iPhone 14 down. And again, that allows you to plug directly into the Lightning port and use it as an external microphone. So the whole system has been designed to be extremely versatile. Vloggers, videographers, one-man bands, they have a tough time setting up all their gear. You've got to think about the cameras, the lighting, you've got to think about the filters and the audio. And in a lot of cases, the audio requires plugging in different adapters, plugging in different microphones, making sure that the connections are strong and you're getting clear sound. And you don't want that. You want to be able to get out to your location, your environment, and do the recording really quickly. If you're already in the DJI ecosystem, it's really, really simple to set up. But even if you're not, if you're using a DSLR, it's very, very simple. It's very, very discreet. But for all its size and versatility, is the DJI microphone any good? And to do that, I went out to my favorite location to test it. It's none other than the iconic northeastern statue, Rusty Rita, aka the Angel of the North. So to really test out a microphone that's designed for vlogging and for videography, you need to come to a location that's going to be representative of the type of environment that vloggers are going to be working in. I'm out here at Rusty Rita. What you can't see over here is a very busy main road, the A something or other that goes into Gateshead and onto Newcastle. And behind me I have the A1M, which is the main motorway between London and Edinburgh. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, it's busy, it's noisy, there's traffic all around me, lots of background noise. I have the mic set up, it's connected to the Pocket Free. So to test the microphone fully, you need to test its range, its battery. I can't test the battery. They say 10 to 11 hours, but I'm not in a position to be able to test that out fully. And you can also get 24 hours by recharging it through the case as well. However, one thing I can test out is range. Their claimed range is 400 meters. Now, presumably that's in very, very ideal situations. This is not an ideal situation, so I'm going to have a little walk up to Rusty Rita. I will continue filming. I will continue trying to talk. I'm guessing that's what, 100, maybe 150 meters up there. And we'll see if this manages to keep recording. So join me as I walk up to Rusty Rita. Here I am at Rusty Rita, and I don't know if you can hear me. I can't tell whether the audio is actually still connected from this distance because obviously I cannot see the screen. I'm going to have a little walk around Rita, see if we're still connected. So I'll keep talking as we walk around the statue. I don't know if you can hear me still. Just popping out the other side. And I think I will now walk back down to the camera and we'll see if that managed to record the whole thing. And there we are. Well, the good news is that according to the camera, the microphone is still connected. So whether it's connected automatically having dropped out or whether it stayed connected all the way through this little test, I just don't know for the moment. However, it does seem connected now. And when I get back home to the studio, I'll be able to see whether that stayed connected all the way through my little walk there. So it's freezing cold. It's a gorgeous day. I need a cup of coffee. So I'm going to go home and have a look at this footage and audio. I'll see you back in the studio. So welcome back to the studio. As you can see, that test was pretty impressive. I was certainly impressed. Walking up to the Angel, it remained connected, it remained clear, there was no dropouts. Even walking around the back of that massive metal structure, it remained connected. That very much impressed me. Having looked at the sound files, the quality is very, very nice. I would say on a par with similar systems from other manufacturers. For the video segment that I've just shown you at the Angel, I've literally only done voice isolation, just to bring my voice out a little bit more. Even without that, the noise cancellation, the noise levels in the background are very, very well controlled, despite the motorways and highways running past and around that statue. So very, very impressive indeed. Very easy to set up. It was great to be able to just clip on the microphone, turn on the camera and get recording. So like every product, nothing is perfect. And there are a few niggles that I have with the DJI Mic Mini, mostly related to its size, which is its selling point, but also means there are certain compromises. The first is that obviously there's no 3.5mm jack on either of the microphones, so you cannot use a lavalier mic on those microphones. Because the microphones are so small, the clip on the back doesn't open very wide. Now, if you're wearing a thick jacket with a thick lapel, it's actually quite difficult to get that clip to open up wide enough to get it attached to your clothes. In those cases, you have to resort to using the magnets. And that brings me on to the fact that also, because the microphones are so small, yesterday when I recorded that segment at the Angel of the North, it was -3 outside. My hands were freezing cold. It was quite difficult to operate the microphone and attach it with my big clumsy hands in that cold weather. But that's just, the compromise that has to be made to make a small, discreet microphone system. So as somebody that uses DJI products on a regular basis, and indeed this entire video has been shot on a Pocket 3 and the drone footage is from a Mini 3 Pro, I'm really impressed with this microphone system. I have the other well-known brand system and I use it all the time, but it's clunky. When I use it with the Pocket 3, I need to plug in a receiver. If I use it on other cameras, I have to plug in receiver. The battery life has not been great. So overall, very impressive little piece of kit. I can certainly see that I would buy this system if I'm invested in the DJI system. If you're the type of vlogger that's a one-man band, you're out there all the time and you want to be able to set up a discrete microphone system and record better quality audio quickly, then I think the DJI Mini is a really, really good system to have. So overall, definitely a recommended product. If you've got any comments, questions about this particular product, please drop them in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, a like would be fantastic and a subscription would be even better. And I will see you in the next one.